16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long black road. All the tears I
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I think that's how that song go with May, something like that. But welcome back to another episode of Black Bougie and Bout It, where you get real, raw, and rich conversation. I am Abni Ayana.
And I am Jessica Monique. Welcome back, y'all.
Happy new week.
Yeah, happy new week. Happy February.
Happy, thank you. Because my birthday is T-5 days, really 4 days and some hours away. By the time you come back, my birthday will be in 2 days.
Okay.
And your girl will be 26. And if you don't know what that means, I'll be 27.
Ew.
But I've been telling people I'm turning 17.
That's not at least the legal age.
I'm trying to keep the predators away. I don't want nobody to touch me. I want to be left alone. So I'm turning 17.
I would be dead.
I want to be left alone.
So what's your birthday plans?
So the plans are to go to, I don't know if you all have heard of the Getaway Cabin company, but we're going to a getaway cabin, me and my little boo, because I can't call her what she ain't yet, because I ain't been properly asked.
Okay.
I haven't been properly asked yet. But me and my little boo, we going to the tiny cabin, and we're just gonna have a nice little relaxing weekend in the woods. I told her I just wanted to get away, clear my mind. I'll probably bring my laptop to like watch movies because there's not a TV or anything. But other than that, like I just want to chill, have a little drinky drink, have a little schmacky schmack. I've been trying to find some fucking other things maybe to possibly do so I could really trip out. But I don't know nobody up here. So yeah. But I might say something to her, see if she knows somebody. But I'm just excited to see, especially she decorated for Valentine's Day and gave me some really good gifts. So I'm kind of excited to see what she might do for my birthday. So y'all know y'all see this shine around my neck. I feel like the rappers, I like gifty gift.
You stupid, you know that.
Gifty gift. It's always interesting when you finally meet somebody and you're happy and stuff, because niggas really start popping out the woodworks. Because tell me why Mr. State Trooper popped up in my phone.
Whoa. Blast from the past.
I was like, and I was quick. I was like, I just want to let you know, I'm, dealing with someone right now, and me and her. And he was like, her? I thought you said you didn't like women. I said, I don't recall saying that. I don't recall. But I said, yeah, this is my situation. And he was like, oh, well, I respect it. That's cool. I mean, I ain't know, I was like, yeah.
I mean, but I always respect it. What you want?
I feel like niggas know my birthday coming up, and you know how niggas be. They be trying to find any way to get in. And I'm like, back your ass up. I'm good.
Dip their toe in the water a little bit.
See? Devil, get thee behind me.
Check your temperature.
When you happy, that's when people start trying to rock the boat.
It's true. It's true.
So, but how was your Valentine's and your last week, the last 7 days?
My Valentine's Day was great. I had a good day. We did celebrate the day of, which I ain't gonna lie, I don't think we've done that in a while. Because it always falls on a weekday. So I don't think we've done it in a while. But anyways, we celebrated the day of. We just cooked at home and like just chilled basically. And I was telling Albany before I got on here, I kind of messed up the dinner a little bit because I had drunk some juice.
A little inebriated.
But not in the
a libation.
Yeah, it had a plant in it.
A plant libation.
A plant libation. It had a plant in it. And I think I prematurely drunk the juice because it hit me a little quicker than what I thought it was. Okay. and I was just trying to get loose for the night or whatever.
Now you the lightweight. I'm
the one inexperienced. Okay. It was shocking. But yeah, it was fun though. Like he wasn't like upset because I thought he was gonna be upset. I don't know. He probably was annoyed because I know he was hungry. But I was trying to like be one of those girls who's like, oh, like when he gets here, everything's ready. I don't think that's my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's gonna be my life. I'm kind of like the wife when the husband come home like the turkey on fire and it's burned.
See, and I'm the type, well, I can either do either or. I can't cook and decorate. If I decorate, somebody else gotta cook. So that either means I'm gonna pay a chef or something to come in here, or I'm gonna go get it and I'm gonna sit it up and make it look cute. But I can't do it all. I'm not a I am not a superwoman.
It would have been different.
No, I'm not.
It would have been different if I had waited until the weekend. But it would have been hard because usually I know he's gonna spend the night on the weekend, and I still have to go to work on Friday, so I wouldn't have had time to like come home and like decorate and do whatever I want to do. Because I really didn't decorate crazy. I just put some balloons in there and like made it look nice and set the gift up and everything. But anyways, when I drunk,
what did you get him? You didn't tell me what you got him.
So I got
oh Lord.
I got him like funny gifts. So I got those t-shirts that everybody been like posting on Instagram where it's like have the girl name at the top and then it has the pictures of the girl face all over it. I got him one of those, but I got it for him as like kind of like a pajama set because there's no pressure to wear it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got him some pajama pants to go with it and then I got him some socks. I know that's weird, but he had been saying he wanted some socks. Got him some Puma socks. I got him one of those like Arabian colognes because they smell so good.
Okay.
And I have a few of the perfumes and they not that expensive, y'all. You need to go need to hit them up. Okay. They be selling them at the beauty supply stores too.
Look, I got me a little eat me raw in the bathroom right now.
Okay. But
if you don't know about the eat me raw, you ain't from the hood and you don't go to the beauty supply store.
Period. Get cultured. But yeah, I got him one of those. I got him this like candle and it says when I like this, I want dick.
Oh.
So I got him that and then
but you being grown.
Right, I know. I hope none of my family's watching this. What else I got?
We never said this was a family show. So.
Right. I got him a gift card, some candy in there.
Okay.
I think that's it. I can't remember. Just like a bunch of like cute little stuff, basically.
Okay.
And then he got me the coffee table for my apartment and like some flowers and I think that's it. When we went out, of course, we went to dinner and stuff later on the weekend. And so we both did that too. So we had a good time. It was fun. It's hard to keep figuring out what you want to get somebody. So that is I guess that was a fun way of doing it. Just make the gifts like funny because we laughed about that t-shirt. Because I was like,
already been requested that somebody wants a t-shirt and I was like, okay.
Man, like I said, now it looks like you're in my fan club. I love it.
My biggest fan, my number one fan.
So yeah, that was fun.
That's cute. Okay. Mine was kind of similar. We didn't celebrate on the day. We celebrated the following day. And she cooked, set up my gifts if you're my close friends. You saw the setup. It was gift setup, roses and different things. I got perfume, like I said, my necklace, and a couple other knickknacks. And then I gave her a duffel bag. I said this on the podcast, a duffel bag with, some toiletries and just some must-have items that you need when you're traveling and you on the go. I also got her like some underwear from Target, but like the good kind, the Goodfellow brand, the really soft kind. What else was in there? The little Black History Month T-shirt from Target.
Oh, okay.
Because a Fisk student made it, and she works at Fisk. So I remember her saying she wanted it, so I got her that, and then I got her 2 candles.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a nice little, 1-2. But yeah, it was really, really nice. And then I came home this weekend. It was my mom's birthday. We went to a basketball game, did a pedicure. Just really spent time together, went through old photos and reminisced, went down memory lane. Very Hallmark movie-esque. And yeah, it's February, so y'all know my birthday's coming up. And that's it. That's how my that's how the week was. And now we're doing it all over again.
That's how I go.
So we're gonna get into these topics. And because it was actually kind of a lot going on. Or just funny stuff going on. So the All-Stars was this past weekend in Indiana. I want to still go in Indianapolis. I never can say that word. Indianapolis. Indiana. And I want to go because it looks really fun. So one year I hope to go. But Chris Brown is Chris Brown, and once again, he took to Instagram to let the world know that he don't fuck with the NBA and that they asked him to play in the Celebrity All-Star game. And he was gonna play in it and all of this, and then at the last minute they sent him an email and said that one of their sponsors, Ruffles, said they weren't gonna sponsor the game if Chris Brown played, so they cut Chris Brown. And he said pretty much, I was asked by the NBA to play in an All-Star game this year, only for them to call later and say they couldn't do it because one of their sponsors like Ruffles. At this point, I'm sick of people bothering me, and I'm tired of living in the fucking past. I posted the email so y'all could see the NBA was still trying to get me to come and sit courtside. Not fucking happening.
Oh.
So amidst this, and I thought that this is the main topic I wanted to talk about. Tamika Mallory, who's one of the founders of Until Freedom, which is an organization who, supports civil rights, black rights, voting rights, different issues like that. She poised this point. She said, on this issue, brands have every right to choose who they do or don't want to work with in situations surrounding domestic violence, sexual assault, etc., etc. I have questions for our community, especially our women. Does there come a point when a younger person who did something wrong gets to move forward, or do we hold them to their actions forever? So, I posed that question.
So I would say for Chris, and obviously we've talked about this on this show before. Me and you both Chris Brown fans,
right?
I'm certainly a Chris Brown fan because it's probably not an album he put out,
not a mixtape. I listen to the mixtapes.
Not an album, not a mixtape, nothing that he put out that I don't listen to. He's talented as fuck. So it's like an undeniable talent. Like he's talented as hell. So I think yes, brands and whoever, people, they do have the right to say, I don't want to work with you. They have the right to do whatever it is that they want to do. But I do think that us as a community, we do need to work on forgiving people, especially when they've tried to at least change. Now, for him, I will say I think it's a little like up and down, because not only is it the Rihanna situation, he's continued to have other situations with women, specifically like dark-skinned women, being put out to sections and like different stuff like that. Now,
and even with Karrueche, because she had to file a restraining order,
right? Even with Karrueche, so it's like, I don't know now, even though that was years ago. I mean, that was decades ago now at this point. You know what I'm saying? Even when he did the whole thing on Christmas Day, when he was at the basketball game with Rihanna, but he was with Karrueche. That's been so long ago. So it's like, if he's changed, I feel like we should learn how to accept people's growth. But it would be different if we knew that he was hitting women now all the time, or if he was always doing something, or like R. Kelly, for example. I'm an R. Kelly fan. I'm always gonna be an R. Kelly fan. Also, an undeniable talent. He done wrote half a damn R&B music. It just is what it is. but he's a fucking predator.
Right.
And he continued to prey on people up until
Right.
even when he got caught and arrested and put in jail. So I think that's the difference with him and somebody like Chris Brown. We don't, to our knowledge, we don't know that he's still doing stuff like that. And I think if somebody's saying like I'm putting the past behind me, I'm changed, I'm a father now, I don't do that, then like why we can't move on?
I agree. What do you think about the point where, and I agree on everything you said, that's why I don't have much to say, but what I thought was interesting, because I sent this to you on Instagram, Suge Knight has a podcast. This is not a plug for his podcast. I don't know if I stand for supporting him, but a clock is right twice a day. So on his podcast, I saw a clip where he pretty much was saying that, you know, we have a whole award, a global impact award for people like Dr. Dre, right? Who we know was out here beating on multiple, we talking about documented multiple cases. Not only was it Michelle A, it was that host from the hip hop show and probably a whole bunch of other women. Like he was a known, you know, woman beater, woman assaulter. And for him to then fast forward, you know, however many years, whatever, he has a whole global impact award at the Grammys, and nobody ever really wants to talk about, you know, what Dr. Dre has done negatively. But then on the other side, like you said, you have people like Chris Brown, who we know about two situations mainly: the restraining order that Karrueche had, and then the, you know, case with Rihanna, which both of them have said they've moved on forgave each other from, you know, all these different things. So why is it that people like Dr. Dre, you know, can get a global impact award, but Chris Brown can barely get a damn nomination? Hell, he only really, and I'm sorry to say this, and I don't think it's right, you only get BET award nominations.
Yeah. And I think with Chris, I think his problem is he pissed off maybe the wrong set of people or something. Because the powers that be, or the people who, you know, hold some kind of cards. And I think that is the difference with him. He pissed some people off, but they have no room to talk. I mean, look at Diddy. He been honored 16 million times, or even Jay-Z. You know, he's like a known asshole. We don't know him to have done anything crazy to people, but he doesn't have the best like personality reputation. So I wouldn't be surprised. You know, people always make allegations about him, but I wouldn't be surprised if any of those things are true. Like everybody, just about, I don't know everybody, but a lot of these niggas in the industry are not good people. All of them got some dirt. So I don't know why stop at Chris Brown. It's not to say that it's right to have a rap sheet or it's right to have dirt, but I feel like if you're gonna do that for him, then you need to do that for everybody.
Right.
Like then if he can't come, then can't no damn body come.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. If y'all gonna be equal, then do it like that.
And also, like you said, it's been like time, just like it's been time since Dr. Dre's, you know, incidents and different things. Why I don't know. And I wonder if part of it is social media, like the media of it all, because when Dr. Dre was doing his dirt and his different things, like, now I wasn't alive back then, so I don't know. So this is all my idea and speculation, but I know they didn't have social media back then. You know, I know they didn't have Instagram, Twitter, and just all these different media news outlets. It was still kind of condensed. So I feel like it's because Dr. Dre's, you know, situations, his abuse wasn't publicized in the way that Chris Brown's has been. Like, we all remember the day after the Grammys where Rihanna's face was plastered. I'm talking about everywhere, on the newspaper, on the TV, on everywhere. But
that was like prime time too for like paparazzi and like when they was still catching the girls get out the cars with no panties on.
Right.
Shit like that. That was a crazy time in entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
So I feel like that has a part of it too. It's like, unfortunately, in a lot of people's brains, they don't know Dr. like his abuse is not what they think about when they first think about him, right? It's NWA, Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, the West Coast rap pioneer. But when people think about Chris Brown, because of the way that shit blew up, it's like Chris Brown, abuse, Rihanna.
Right. It's like he can't like outrun that. It's like he can't get away from it. I ain't gonna lie, I really hate that for him. I wish that people would get past it. I'm not sure that they will. Cause I mean, look at this situation with Monique and them. Like, their heels are just dug in, and that's just them coming out saying, I'm sorry. Like, that's just them coming out saying, my bad, I had started a rumor. So I don't know. I wish they could get past it so he could really like thrive on the level I feel like he's supposed to thrive. Because he would do so well just like at a Super Bowl, or like I was watching some of his live performances from his last tour. They're so good. So like I don't know. I just really hate it, but I do think as a community we need to learn how to move past certain stuff. This is exactly what I mean when I was talking about Nicki Minaj's husband, because he does have that on his record, but that happened when he was 15 years old. So it don't like excuse what he did, but he was a child himself. So it's like if she had come out, or if he had come out or something like normal, actual grown people, and been like, that's his past. That literally happened when he was a child. He went to jail. That's not the man who he is now. I think people wouldn't use that against her so much, because now they weaponize that like it's such a bad thing. So now like when somebody like Meg says it, or talk about it, now you so mad, now you trolling her. But it's like, I mean, it's nothing to get mad over. That shit happened a long ass time ago. It don't like erase it, but it's like he went to jail for that. Like, I think our community has a problem with criminals and learning how to like actually move past what people did in their past. And we of all people need to get past it, because we're the people who are victimized the most by the prison system. And so like we can't forgive ourselves and see ourselves in a different light, knowing damn well how so many of those people behind bars are not supposed to be there. They're there because of crazy, unfortunate circumstances. I just think we need to be better and like more forgiving, and they need more like programs or something to help people once they get out. Cause where's all the help he could be getting or something like, or like, where's the people speaking up about that? It's a lot of like one-sidedness, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think she was being shady by posting that? Because some people felt like she shouldn't have posed that question.
Who, Tamika? I don't know if I should speak on this, because I don't know if y'all remember, I went on a voting tour a couple years ago with some of these individuals.
How was she?
So I had a very up close and personal encounter with some of these individuals. Wow. Like, I was on a bus with these individuals for 5+ days, traveling state to state, early in the morning, late nights. Do I think she meant to be shady all the way? No. But do I think it was necessarily something that she should have posed a question to in that manner? No. I don't think I would have done it that way.
Yeah. I think I think there's no way to not sound shady when you asking a specific question about somebody specifically. You know what I mean?
Especially on social media like that.
Especially on social media. Like, anything that we say on this podcast can come across as shady. Like in whenever we're, if they bring some of these clips back, they be like, those bitches.
I know if Tyler Perry ever watches our shit, he's going to. We might be on the same list with Monique.
I bind that up. I come against it. Okay. If Alicia Keys watch our show, I'm sorry.
I feel like your music. I just think that we need to revamp the like whole
I like
career.
the old
Like
music.
we need to like do a remodel. I don't
We
know.
need to try harder.
Go back to boot camp. You know, we need to. I don't know. It's like
The
you've been
same stuff.
relaxing and chilling with the no makeup on just a little bit too long. I
The
need you to
same
like,
stuff y'all doing
you
to them
know,
folks on The Voice. You
get back
need
in
to
the
be
field.
the same stuff they doing to them folks on The Voice. You need to be in there practicing with them. You need to go back to the grind because that ain't
Yeah.
it. But
I think you've been relaxing
I,
too long. That's all.
I think anytime you give your opinion on something, people think it's being shady, but it's not always shady to me. I feel like that's just what you think. Like
Right.
you did something and you in the public eye, and people have a right to have an opinion to it, just like they got the right to not work with you or not. I think what she said, like you said, I think that was a good question to pose because somebody like her, they work in prison reform and all
Right.
those kind of things, and so I get it, but I don't think the way she posed it might have necessarily been the
Right.
best. Yeah, so
I
I
think
agree
it
with
was the
that.
middle part where it was like, I have questions for our community, especially our women. It was like, you know, I don't know, and not to say, and I'm a woman, right? But it was just like, I think it was she was trying to straddle the fence, but also like, I guess get other people's opinion. But like I said, I just wouldn't have done it. Now, if she would have like sat down with Chris or said like, "Hey, Chris, I'd love to have a conversation with you for our community to see how we as a community can help you and your career move past this." You know, like I could see like that, like, you know, I could see her trying to do that, but it just kind of seemed like you trying to ask everybody how they feel so that we can be going back and forth in the comments.
I wonder, was it like, and this just me, whatever, but I wonder did she pose the question to women because, like, how I think she meant like, how do women feel about dating those men? Like, how do women feel dating men who have like? That's why I feel like she said, as it pertains to domestic violence and like sexual assault and allegations, like as a woman, even though a man you might meet that happened 20 years ago, that might not be the same person that you experience. How do you feel about dating them?
I feel like you can forgive somebody and they can move forward, but you do have to hold people accountable for their actions. I.e., I use maybe an alcoholic as an example. I don't know if this is just walk with me. Maybe it's like if you meet somebody and they're alcoholic and they're stealing money from you to go, you know, buy alcohol. And you done gave them all this money and they going into debt and all this just different thing. Or a drug addict, you know, they've, you know, maybe 10 years go by, they get clean, they clean themselves up, they're doing good. Did you forget that they used to be a drug addict? No. Will you leave your purse out around them? Probably not. Right. But that don't mean you won't invite them over to your home. You won't interact with them. You won't spend time with them. You won't learn who they are now. But that also doesn't mean that you are going to maybe do different things. You still might carry yourself a certain way because of the, you know, past situations.
I think it would.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, like okay. I would fuck with them, but I'm be cautious, basically. Right. I think too the way in which they told me would make a difference. Because if it was something that I like had to find out, then I would be like a little leery of them. But if they came to me and said, "This happened," you know, with my ex-girlfriend, and it's something I've been trying to move past, and you know, I never been for the situation to come, you know, turn out like that. I was a different person. You know what I'm saying? Like if
you know what this remind me of? What? Daddy's Little Girls. Yes. See, you remember? Idris didn't tell Gabrielle the situation. So when she found out, it sounded way worse than what it actually was.
Yeah. And that men, because this something I feel like men don't understand. That is called a lie by omission. Like you didn't lie to me, but you didn't tell me either. And I just feel like, okay, don't let me be stupid and then find out from somebody else what you could have told me out your mouth. That's my problem with that.
Don't let nobody one up me.
Always, I have that conversation with Thomas all the time, and he don't understand it. But I'll never be somewhere and like somebody else got the drop on him. Never. So you should never do that to me.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
Yeah. I'm glad me and my boo have had that conversation, and that what's understood didn't even have to be explained, because I really didn't even have to have the conversation, because something happened and like I got called immediately, and it was like, hey, this happened last night, and I just wanted to tell you, because I don't want you to hear or find out from nobody else, or if it does turn into a situation, I don't want you to be like, what the hell going on? That why you didn't tell me? Blase. So I just wanted you to know.
Okay.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah. So I feel like if it's something like that, then just tell me,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I agree.
I feel like
telling.
Yeah, much power to Chris, cause
yeah. But speaking of telling, somebody done told on Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, and if you don't know these names, it is. Or I think it might be Fani, so I might be saying Fani. Okay. Fani sound better. I'm sorry. Fani. Fine. I think it's Fani though. But the DA down there in Georgia, and if this name sounds familiar, yes, this is the same DA that's got the RICO case on Trump and Young Thug.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been living on a rock recently, the last 5 days, the political world has been like primetime loving hip hop reality TV.
It has,
because Miss Willis and Mr. Wade have pretty much, she's not on trial, but they pretty much treating her like she on trial. I mean, they didn't put all their business out in the courts. I'm talking about all their business. So pretty much what has happened is Nathan Wade was one of the prosecutors is one of the prosecutors on the Trump RICO case. He got appointed to this position by DA Willis, Miss Fani. And turns out they've been sleeping together. So the people down there with the Trump case found out about it. This is why you got to be smart about what you're doing. I don't know why she did this. They found out about this. They said, this is a little too close for comfort. Conflict of interest. So now they in court combing through all their dirty laundry, talking about when they done had sex and what trips they done took and where they done been and how much money was spent, when they didn't, what times they came over the house and what time of day and what years. I'm talking about everything. Also, turns out Mr. Wade has been married during all of this. So I just wanted to kind of talk about this because, one, I think they would not be doing this to white people. I'm just gonna be honest. I think the only reason they are doing this, and Trump's team and the rest of these people in this RICO case are pursuing this, is because these are two black folks. Because how many white people do we know that be sleeping with each other at work?
I think that got something to do with it. But I think Trump and them are grasping at straws here because they're trying to do anything they can do to get him out of those charges. And so everything will be okay for him to run. And it hasn't been looking good. And so I think they just got caught in the crossfire. That's crazy that they would even be involved with all of the things going on. That when we were talking on here before we got on, it reminds me of like Scandal. Like you had to have known somebody gonna tell somebody to tell somebody to tell somebody that y'all be fucking. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't know, somebody done followed you or whatever. Like these motherfuckers, this nigga is a former president.
Because guess who told? Guess who the one who told? The damn wife. That mean?
So that's what I'm saying.
They trying to get a divorce, and in the divorce court, homegirl done said, well, by the way, he's sleeping with Miss Ma'am, and he been sleeping with Miss Ma'am.
Yeah. So it's like,
and that's how Trump and them found out.
I love it. I'm sorry. I love it.
Messy. But I do want to talk about how they've been handling her, because I do think some of the stuff, like, trying to get into how many times he'd been over her house, what times a day he was over at her house, what they did, how much money has been spent. Because the whole reason they're saying it's a conflict of interest, because they're saying since she was the one who pretty much gave Nathan Wade the job, that she was indirectly benefiting from the $650,000 paycheck he got from the case. Because they took trips and went out to eat and whatever.
I mean, probably. I hate court because I feel like after a while, some of that stuff don't even make a damn difference. Like,
right.
How many times we had sex or how many times he came over there. I feel like you should just like establish a pattern that they're dating and that they probably ate out or went places together often. So yeah,
Right.
she did. Like I sitting in court trying to like detail, oh, what y'all talked about. Bitch, I don't damn know. Like, I don't know. We ain't doing too much talking. Like
Right.
that is annoying, but yeah, she kind of dug that grave. That was very, very stupid for both of them to get involved with each other like that. And it's kind of been a target on her ever since the whole Young Thug thing.
Right. That's what I was about to say. It's a lot of black people rooting against her because, if they find her guilty for conflict of interest, then that messes up all her other cases, and now possibly all her other cases that she has going on can, be a mistrial or thrown out or open back up or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, she fucked up. I don't know what else to say. And she been talking a lot of big shit, and you should have had your ducks in a row. So
I be trying to tell people all the time, don't be doing all that big dog talk. If you can't back that, if your bark ain't got no bite, because it's motherfuckers out here who bites. And when they bite, they bite.
Oh,
and now your ass in court, and I still, as a black woman, I don't like it because again, they sifting through, telling all of her personal. I don't agree with the way that they're going about it. But also, it's like, damn DA, you should have saw the bigger picture. Yes, they ain't even a good nigga. They ain't even together no more. They broke up because the nigga told her he just want a woman who gonna cook and clean.
So now you done did all of this and sacrificed all of this stuff for nothing.
For a couple trips and a couple dates and a couple nuts. The nigga you shouldn't have been with in the first place because he was not legally divorced.
No. Hate that for her. When you're doing stuff like that, you really have to like be better, because if Trump or somebody get back in office because of something like as dumb as this, you know what I mean? Because now your credibility shot, you done messed up the damn case. That is insane. Like, it's just insane.
And this is why I say be careful sleeping with your coworkers and be careful doing all that stuff. You don't know who paying attention, who watching, who, whatever. And most times, it ain't worth it. Speaking about things that are worth it or not worth it, Miss Kelly Rowland was trending over the weekend, and it was not because she got this new Tyler Perry movie coming out.
Which I can't wait.
Apparently, right, Mia Culpa.
Because Trevante Rhodes.
Because he been hiding up underneath that damn rock since he couldn't see that damn rock in the last movie.
And I'm trying to get underneath the rock. He's fine.
But Miss Rowland was trending because apparently it was said that she was supposed to host the Today Show, right? It was the Today Show, right?
Yeah.
The Today Show, I'm assuming it was on Monday, and apparently Miss Rowland got there to the studios, saw that little ass room they tried to put her in, and said, "No, thank you. I'm good, love. Enjoy," and left. So everybody's kind of been, there's been people who are saying, oh, she's such a diva, da 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 da. This is the problem with celebrities, they don't know how to just be happy with what they're given. They always want more, da da da. And then there were some people saying, like, this is the problem with Hollywood. Black women always got to demand more, always got to demand more and receive less or work harder and still get the bottom of the barrel. And it didn't help that apparently J-Lo was there the same day as a guest, and she had the bigger dressing room. And Kelly was supposed to host.
Of course.
So, yeah, the internet was in a frenzy about this because, again, like I said, some people were saying, oh, Kelly Rowland, she's a bitch, she's da da da. And then some people were saying, see, this is the problem. Black women are always going through this.
I don't want people to say that about Kelly because literally this is the first time we've probably ever heard anything bad about Kelly as far as behavior wise. Hell, the last time we heard something bad about Kelly was when she put the Dirty Laundry song out, and that wasn't even nothing bad about her. That was bad about that nigga, whoever that is.
Right.
So I don't know why people like that's people first, like, yeah, like she's a diva, like, huh? They put that girl in a damn closet and she said no. I think what people have to understand with Hollywood, and maybe it's me because I'm not there yet. Okay. Just like when you get a promotion at your job, when you've been working somewhere a long time, there's certain things you expect or certain like privileges that you might be awarded because you have tenure, seniority in your job.
Right.
Somebody like her who, if she's big enough to come on and guest host the show, right? Why would you do that to her? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's giving disrespectful. And it's not like celebrities in the room by themselves getting dressed. She has a whole team. She has kids. Celebrities bring their kids with them. Like I don't know what the team is looking like, but
she at least got hair, makeup, and wardrobe. That's at least three bodies.
And
on top of her own.
Got a bodyguard, always got an assistant or somebody with them. So it's like
a videographer, photographer.
Yeah. So it's like these people need room. I don't understand why they would do that. And she's supposed to be the guest host and then give J-Lo the bigger room. Now, I'm going to say this. They gave J-Lo the bigger room because she has a reputation for being a diva. And she has said herself that she don't even do stuff that's diva-like. It's just the simple fact that she say something to people. Now, she being funny. Now she being difficult to work with. So, I don't know. I guess they gave her, maybe they feel like she's the bigger star. You know, they do downplay Kelly and Michelle a lot.
But then my thing is, why come ask her to host if you gonna do that? Have J-Lo host.
But you know, it's just like with movies. It's like they may offer somebody a role, like how Taraji said with Benjamin Button. They offered her the role in Benjamin Button, but they gave her a non-negotiable salary. So it's like, yeah, we like you. We want you for the role, but either take it or leave it because we could call somebody else. And that's how they do. That's basically how they did her. Like,
because they called Rita Ora real quick. And I was like, Rita Ora? What the fuck is Rita Ora done?
And that's messy as hell because ain't she kind of suing them, Jay-Z and them?
Yeah, because she used to be with signed to Rock Nation.
Yeah, or she did in the past, or oh no, I'm thinking about MIA that came out and said that. Yeah.
Oh. But wasn't Rita Ora on Rock Nation though too?
She was. I think she sued to like get out of her deal or something like that.
Okay, I was about to say she tried to sing because I remember she had a song with Chris Brown that one time.
I do recall.
Right.
I think she.
But Kelly, we love you over here, Miss Kelly.
Yeah, we love Kelly.
You. I'll be watching me a culpa.
Yeah, she don't bother nobody. You don't never see her like beefing with nobody. You don't never see Kelly like doing nothing mean spirited or talking bad about nobody. She just come in, look beautiful, and leave. And y'all need to do right by her today's show.
Right. But I saw something online where what's her name? Was it Hoda? Hoda said, Kelly, today on the show, we can share a dressing room. You can come back and host whatever you need. I'm like, Black lady to black lady. Why would you even say we can share a dressing room? No, give her the fucking right size dressing room.
Right. And
That's
you know
the
what?
problem. Why would
I
she want
don't
to share with you?
I don't know if she got no damn. They might not have no control over that shit. They probably thought the shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I want
Right.
her to. Why y'all did that? You know what I mean? So
I
it's
don't know.
fucked
For
up.
her to say we can share a dressing room, it's giving you new and you trying to be funny. But maybe that's
Probably.
me.
Probably.
Maybe that's me.
Oh, probably. Ain't no telling. But all right, we in this bit.
All right. See, there we go. Back like you never left.
Right.
But yeah, we love Kelly on this podcast.
Oh yeah.
We're big fans of her. Again, can't wait to see the movie, even though Tyler Perry, I don't be knowing what to expect with his ass. But based upon the cast, I feel like this might actually be good. So we'll see. Speaking of things that I hope we'll see, Star apparently is making a comeback. But y'all know what Monique be saying about Lee Daniels, so I don't know if I should believe it. But you know, Zoe, who I don't know if y'all know, he does Messy Monday on YouTube. He's been on Wild Now. His Instagram is I am Zoe. He is a big fan of Stars, and he pretty much posted the scene where, if you're a fan, you know, the grandma got shot up, and pretty much was saying he misses it so much he needs to show back. Well, Lee Daniels commented and said, "Love this for you is being written. I appreciate everybody's love. It's just taking me forever because I have other projects. It's crazy. I had no idea when I created this show the response would be like this." So apparently the show is supposed to be making a comeback, and the internet has been in a frenzy. But I don't know if people remember, a couple years ago they said they were making a movie about this, and then I never heard anything else about it. So I don't know. I feel like I won't believe it until Queen said something, Queen Latifah, because she was on the show.
Maybe it's hard
when Queen
to
make a post, I believe it.
Maybe it's hard to like get everything I don't know, finalized. I'm not sure how everything works. But
I wonder if it's a Fox thing, because you know, I wonder if they own like partial rights to the show or like the characters. You know, sometimes shows up. Somebody's knocking at my door. Hold on.
Oh,
that's weird. That not 100% sure of. Yeah. No, this building. So you do the building too. I'm looking for the building. I'm trying to look for the building, but I'm saying I need here. Where is the building? Two. That's the one I don't know. This building. I live in 324 Street. Maybe either rock base or ADC. Okay. All right. That was a package delivery, people. She was lost. And I low-key don't know where to tell her to go, because I just know how to get to my apartment and the leasing office. Because it's so many buildings. Well, no, it's like 3 or 4 different buildings in my like little complex. So, and you kind of have to go like into the deck and into another door to get into another part of the building, into another building. So I really don't know the actual building numbers and how to get to them. So sorry about that. That was weird. I was like, for a minute I thought that was my boo, because I'm like, how the fuck did she get in the damn building? Because she don't got no fob, no key, no nothing. Oh. But anyway, Stars is supposed to be making a comeback. Star is supposed to be making a comeback, and I hope it is, because that was one of the best. I know when Star was on and Empire was on, a lot of people was like, oh, Empire is better, but Star to me was better than Empire. Like, Empire was good in the first like three seasons, but then after that it was a little decline, and it just didn't hit the same. But with Star, to me, it really was a cohesive story. It was a really good story. Like, the actors were good. Like, a lot of people, that's where they found out about Luke James. This was before New Edition story, if I'm correct. So he was on that show. Evan Ross was on that show. Brandy was on the show. Patti LaBelle was on the show. Lance Gross was on the show. Like that show was so good. So
Yeah,
I
this
hope
show
Lee
was
Daniels isn't a fucking liar. And he's really bringing the show back. I don't even care if we got to change the names or they just have to go by letters. I don't care. Figure it out.
They gonna call it Stars. They can put
right
X on it. Stars.
Right, because if you put the Z on there, then you get sued by somebody else.
Yeah.
But anyway, last on the list is, oh my goodness, this one is just a key for me because she don't never learn her lesson. That's the part that be getting me with her, is that it's like not only does she continue with the fuckery, it's like she does it proudly. Because the fact that she didn't even change her name to an African fucking name is hysterical to me.
If y'all don't know who we're talking about, we are talking about Nkechi Diallo. Nkechi Diallo, also known as Rachel Dolezal.
And I don't even think that's her real name. Because wasn't her real name something else?
I think so, yeah. So she AKA question mark. Basically, the reason why we're talking about her is because she recently lost her teaching job after her OnlyFans page was uncovered. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, what's funny to me is who the fuck wants to see Rachel Dolezal naked? Like,
they probably don't know it was Rachel Dolezal. I doubt on her thing it says Rachel Dolezal. It probably say Nkechi Diallo.
Yeah, but it's like, also, is this a different body? Like, is this, what's going on here?
She might have had her little work done. I just want to know, did she order the Savage Fenty or did she get a package? Like, how did she get the Savage Fenty? Because I got that.
And I want to know what Rihanna's thoughts were when she scrolled down her timeline. Right. When she scrolled down her timeline and said, I have this exact same bra and panties.
Me too.
And I have the one that's in orange. I have this green and I have the orange.
I definitely have the green. I think the orange was out of stock when I tried to get it, but I definitely have the green. What's getting me is the pearls. Cause how you in lingerie, but then you got the pearls on.
She just came home and took some pictures and took her work clothes off, you know. You know what? I'm not mad at nobody hustle, because if you watch her little Netflix documentary, she was down bad after they found out about her.
In the kitchen.
She was down bad, and she has kids and stuff. So I'm not a mother, but I understand that mothers will do whatever it is they need to do to protect and real good mothers. Let me say that, not the ones who be letting their little children wax people. You freaks. But yeah, I understand moms will go out of their way to do stuff, but it's kind of sad that teachers make so little money that you have to do stuff like that. Right. I ain't gonna lie to you. My mom was a teacher for a long time. She's a principal now. She has been for a while. But educators are so severely underpaid, and for what they have to deal with these bad ass kids. And I know people be like, the children.
Some of these kids is demons.
Kids is bad as fuck. And they're not being raised like how we was. Like, their parents are crazy as fuck too. It's genetic. Okay.
That part.
And so they really do deserve more money. They really do. So I hate that teachers have to go to those lengths to make ends meet, but her reinventing herself is crazy. But
do you agree that she should have lost her job?
This happened to that white girl recently too. Remember that?
I was gonna say,
a white girl at
the school, the other teacher
who recently lost her job because they found her OnlyFans. I don't know. I don't think, first of all, OnlyFans is kind of protected because people would only know about it unless they was going on there to pay for her stuff.
And you supposed to be 18 or older to be on OnlyFans.
18 or older to be on there. So I don't know if they should have lost their job. And then it's something you're doing outside of school. Right. I know people say you always are representing the school or, you know, whoever you work for, even when you're not there. But I don't I don't think that that's that bad to be fired. Now, I can understand if the kids have seen the pictures and stuff. Maybe now that's not an appropriate like school for you to be at because
Right.
they've seen X, Y, Z in the third.
Right.
But yeah, I think when the girls, if y'all gonna do the OnlyFans, y'all might need to start doing like the girls on Pornhub and when you a little mess.
Right. What happened to the days where y'all stop putting your face in the pictures and videos?
Yeah, y'all might need.
Or
I don't
hell,
know.
all this AI and shit.
Yeah.
Why you can't do like a cartoon of your face or
Something.
I don't know, some just like I
Yeah.
feel like again, like we were saying with the whole, Fani Willis thing. Be smarter.
Yeah.
Use your common sense.
This
Like,
camera on me.
like for real, because people are gonna find these things, even if you are a teacher or a DA or whoever. If you piss somebody off, guess what? They're gonna get to digging, they're gonna get to searching, and they're gonna find something.
Mm-hmm. Also, too, it's like sometimes look, when you're a con artist, and I'm gonna say that about her because she is lying about who she is.
She is.
Or she has before.
She still is, because she is not no Nkechi.
She's not Nkechi Diallo, okay? You cannot outrun the truth. That is something I've learned. You can't. And when you're doing stuff like that, just live in your truth. You know what I'm saying? Just live in your truth. Just like Superhead to change her name to damn Elizabeth something.
First of all, it was Superhead, then it was Corinne Steffens. And now it's Elizabeth.
I think Corinne Steffens is her real name. Superhead just her nickname, of course.
I know, but I'm saying, remember, she went from everybody referring to her as Superhead, then she told everybody, please call me Corinne Steffens. They were calling her Corinne. Now she's Elizabeth Olsen. Ain't it Elizabeth Olsen? Or
somebody.
Or is that Ashley?
That not Elizabeth Olsen. That one they sued.
I was like, that's the twins, ain't it?
Elizabeth Olsen. Lord have mercy. Not her. Okay. She Elizabeth somebody, but it ain't Olsen.
Look, Olsen. But it's
like you can't. That's why I always be saying out here, all the lady has is her name. You can change your name. I literally, when I found her page, it had me tripping. I'm like, either this lady look just like Superhead or
this is Superhead.
And then when I was seeing who was following her, I was like, oh, this definitely Superhead. And she be out there like doing DIY projects and stuff. Like, that's why I'm saying a lot of the decisions you make when you're young, like it's fun to be young, wild, and free, but you're not gonna want to like be that when you're a grown ass woman.
She would have been able to like separate the two if she didn't write that book. That book is what like inked her ass as motherfucking Superhead, Corinne Steffens. You are known for being a video vixen, porn star hoe. Because I feel like, if she would have just did the work, back in the day, by now we wouldn't have remembered her. I mean, how many video vixens and different people was out there? We don't remember all of them.
Yeah, I don't think we would have. I don't think we would have remembered, but at the same time, it's like a double-edged sword because not only did she write that book just to tell her truth, she wrote that book to get back at niggas. And it's just like how we be talking about all these other high-powered men. Boom. They deserve to have their shit out too because they did it. So I don't blame her for in telling all of that. She had to tell her own story. Right. But I just feel like that's why you should be careful in the decisions that you make because they'll affect you the rest of your life, or they can. And so you just don't want to have to go through that where you feel like, damn, I don't want to be known as that. I don't want to be seen as that. Like I can't be myself when I'm online. That's all people want to come in and talk about. And so you have to make a whole new identity. Like that's sad. I hate she had to go through that. As far as Rachel Dolezal, you're still not black.
You'll never be one of us.
You're still not black. I appreciate that when she was working in the NAACP, she was doing good work. So her heart is in the right place. But the way in which she has gone about it is not it. And neither is
But also for her, it's like you don't have to be black to help black people.
Right.
So that's it's like I feel like partially some of this ain't got nothing to do with you wanting to help folks. It's about you really wanting to be a black woman. And that is a
Yeah.
whole nother motherfucking issue and like a sickness in the head that needs to
Mhm.
be handled. Because again, to me, this don't feel like at this point I don't feel like it has nothing to do with helping black folks. Because after your secret came out, you could have been like, you know what, I am a white woman, but I want to
Mhm.
do the work, I want to put in the time, and I still want to give, the community my support and be an ally and do as much as I can. But no, you then double down on the motherfucking lie and
Mhm.
continue to lie
Yep.
and play in our face. So it's like I kind of don't feel
It's
any
hard to feel
remorse.
bad for you. Yeah.
Right. I don't feel like any remorse at this point for her because again, to me, it's not even about the helping the community no more. It's just about you want to be a black woman and you trying to do that by any means necessary.
Yeah. She has a very interesting story, and I feel like you said, I think some kind of therapy, and I can't speak on it because I don't know if she gone or not. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
I think some kind of like therapy or something would help her because the reason why she be rejecting a lot of her whiteness is because of the family she grew up with, or
She
it's
grew up
that's
in the
how
cult,
basically,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, just being grown, she didn't want to identify with them at all anymore. And so I think that's her way of disassociating is by just like totally being a different person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's fine. But I think when you're trying to sell it to other people, that's when it's like,
And you're trying to impersonate a whole other race. Like
yeah.
we're going beyond like her maybe going around saying I'm mixed. Homegirl be getting dark ass tans to look black.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
she's changed her whole entire essence to try
Mm-hmm.
to be perceived as a black woman. She pretty much playing blackface.
Yeah.
And I just again, it's like I understand we all have our traumatic upbringings and we have these different things that are out of our control as children that affect us. But it's like I always believe that there's some point when you are becoming an adult, you're in your adult life and you have a choice to make where I'm going to try to heal from this. I'm going to try to progress from this. I'm
Yes.
going to try to rise above this in the best way I can. Or I'm going to play into this victimhood and this trauma and allow this to manifest in my life.
Mm-hmm. I feel like when people always make themselves the victim, it's a sign of immaturity. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the like biggest signs of immaturity because it cannot always be everybody else. Like if
Right.
you never do any kind of real self-reflection in your adulthood, I can see when
Mm-hmm.
you young, because when you young, when you a child, everything's about you. When you get older and you're a teenager, everything's about you. It's all about me, 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 me. But when you
Right.
become an adult and you're dealing with others, like, and you experiencing such personal growth, or you should be, I feel like a
Mm-hmm.
part of that is looking at what can I do better? Is it something I did? How can I change? How can I be better? And I feel like when you don't,
Self-reflection.
yeah, like when you don't do that, I feel like it's some kind of disconnect. Because then when people
Mm-hmm.
tell you wrong, now you mad at them for telling you the truth, but it's like it's the truth. Like
Right.
I don't understand. I don't get that, but um,
It's definitely a stunted growth. Like
that's the best way to
a
say it.
severely stunted growth. And
Stunted
that's
growth.
across
Yeah.
the board. So I truly pray for that lady because I do hope that one day she realizes she's white. And again, there's nothing wrong. Like, I know it seemed cool to be black. We got the
It
sauce, we got the
is.
drip, we got the culture. Like, we
And
fucking like that. But you not one of us. And
yeah.
no matter how hard you try, you will never be one of us. But you could be an ally. But as long as you continue to disrespect us by playing blackface in our face, can't nobody and won't nobody really fuck with you. And you gonna continue to be on this downward spiral that you own. And that's just real
Mm-hmm.
talk. I don't know if you see this ever, Miss what's her name? Miss Diallo, Miss
Yeah.
Nkechi.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe you need to go back to being Kate Bernstein. I don't know. That might work for you. There's nothing wrong with the hell. If I'm gonna lie, I don't know if y'all remember Lovecraft Country. I'm just saying. I don't know if I turned down the opportunity to play White Lady for the day. and fuck some shit up. I'm just gonna be honest.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest. I might take the pill. I might drink the juice.
But you know
whatever.
what? Stuff might work out for her when she finally accept herself as is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You only get one life. You only get one body. Jesus ain't gonna like, you know, you can't go to him and be like, hey, can I I got my receipt for this one. Can they give me another one? This one been through a lot. Like, you only get one. Like, you have to love yourself. And you are not your circumstances that happen to you. If you grew up in a family like that, that wasn't, I mean, they had nothing to do with that. We can't pick families. You know what I'm saying? You didn't make this happen to you. Like, you either need to learn how to cope and let that stuff go, but you can't be walking around here pretending to be something you're not and then mad because everybody else calling you out on it. And so
when you in the wrong.
When you in the wrong.
Like big in the
wrong. Good.
Oh, man.
Anyway.
Well, we're going to end on that note, praying for Miss Nkechi Diallo and hoping that she comes to the realization one day that she just needs to love herself. Like, to me, this is unfortunately just the best, or not the best, but the worst case scenario of low self-esteem.
Yeah.
Just to be honest. So I really, truly do hope, just as woman to woman, she finds her own voice that, you know, can speak for itself instead of her trying to, you know, use other people's cultures and storylines and different
or
things.
At least just make peace with her own past,
right?
And stop trying to step into some other kind of like body. Just live in yours. You know what I'm saying?
Because as she's realizing, the Black woman struggle is not fun. So she might go back over there. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. I'm just saying. And she can see it ain't fun being black all the time. I mean, I enjoy it, but that's because I'm black. But
she might not understand because everybody thinks she light skinned.
Well, that is a different journey. But that's a different conversation for a different day. Because y'all know when we get into the colorism, they be like, this is the problem. Y'all be separating the community and the light skin and the dark skin. See? You trying to get me already.
The devil don't want you to say it.
They don't be wanting you to talk about that in the community. They don't want you to, they don't want you to break us up. Did you see that video of Dr. Umar where he was talking about the lady sent him nudes on Valentine's Day and he sent it back?
That man is a character.
He said, I got the pictures. And he said, y'all trying to get me in the middle of the night. He said, I didn't even look at them. I just sent them back. And then somebody in the comments said, don't you got to look at them and send them back?
That man's so funny.
Oh, man. But make sure y'all follow us, like, subscribe us on all of our platforms. Comment below the video. Y'all have been, watching the videos, running the views up, so we appreciate that. You can follow me on my Instagram at The Real Albany Ayana.
You can follow me on Instagram at _ The Real Jessica Monique. You can follow me on TikTok at The Real Jessica _ Monique. Thank y'all so much for watching. We love y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you engage with us. Comment. Everything that we talked about. Links will be down below if you want any, other information or what have you. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Dreams away to the